Hi, I'm Kenneth Keavey and I'm talking today from Green Earth Organics Organic Vegetable Farm, and we're based here in the west of Ireland, in the sunny west. Not always sunny, but today we've been very blessed and we've got beautiful sunshine. So you may be surprised to hear that in Ireland there are very few vegetable farms, and there are especially very few organic vegetable farms. So Green Earth Organics is an organic vegetable farm. We grow vegetables without chemicals, and that's what makes us a little bit different to other farms in the area. So our farming year actually begins in November, and it's a strange time to begin before December, before Santa Claus comes, but we have to plan what we're going to do for the next year. And in November, if you came into these fields, depending on how big you are, you might actually disappear into a hole because the ground gets so wet, we have so much water. And as the winters are getting so much milder now, and we're getting a lot more rain and no frost, then the ground gets really wet. So coming out into the fields in winter, it's hard work. You're in wellies, you're up to your knees in muck, and your feet are so heavy. In December, getting ready for Christmas, we're taking out things for the Christmas dinner like parsnips and turnips and carrots and potatoes. Hard work in the rain, you know. January comes then and the days are getting a bit longer, so we're going, right, we have to start the new season. So we can actually start sowing seeds in January, believe it or not, because we have polytunnels here, so we can do that. In January then we're sowing into the tunnels, we're still harvesting, but the fields are bare, and hopefully if we're having a good January, it's getting a bit drier. February, towards the end of February then, we have to start preparing the ground for the year ahead. And for us on an organic farm, that means being a little bit more gentle with the soil, waiting for the conditions to be right. Because under our feet there are so many billions and billions of live organisms, and without them there is no food. And that's one of the things I wanted to say, because chemicals going onto the ground disrupt all those lovely organisms in the ground. That means our food isn't as good as it should be. So February, March, we're ploughing, we're tilling, we're starting to plant the first plants. Into March, we're starting to harvest the first spring plants from the tunnels. As we head into April then, the crops are starting to come up in the field. We usually have all these white fleeces on the crops because if we get a late frost, the frost will kill the plants. Into May, and May is a strange one because a lot of people, your parents and my parents, might expect loads of Irish food in May, but we're in a special time of the year called the Hungry Gap. And the Hungry Gap is where the old crops are finished and the new crops aren't ready and you don't have a harvest. And that is the time sometimes when we have great weather and people are saying, where are the Irish tomatoes? But of course, tomatoes are only this size. There's no way you're going to have tomatoes in May. So May is the Hungry Gap. Into June, towards the end of June, the harvest starts, and July is full on, big time Irish season harvest, where you get all the things you might like carrots and tomatoes, and the things you might not like broccoli and kale and all those other crops. That continues July, August, September. We're still harvesting. Pumpkins come in around October, Irish apples, which are amazing and gorgeous, and then we're back to the start again, back into November.